Yes, hello. I'm Tokoloni1. Hey, Razor, by the way. Well, yeah, this is happening apparently. I have bonked. I can already reset. Fuck. I mean, you can do this skip. You just have to buy a Spyro Fusion cartridge. It's easy. At the very latest, you can do it when Pop Runs 4 is happening. Obviously. Yeah, it's actually, honestly, it was a roller coaster of emotions. Cause so I did this. I found this whole mess on emulator and was like, "What the fuck? Let's go." Then I went grocery shopping, came back, tried it on the unknowingly on the Super Pack cartridge. And it didn't work. Like the limbo state works, but the warp doesn't work. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Anxiety kicking in, then I'm like, oh, maybe I should try it on the Spyro Fusion cartridge, and it works. Assuming it doesn't suddenly stop working, should be good. Dude, can you imagine any percent being under 40 minutes in this game? It absolutely boggles my mind. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, this might not be the best gameplay. I'm a bit... Who would have thought I'm a bit rusty? But... Should be 40 minutes world record. Oh, easy. Okay, can finally just readjust my setup here. Okay, hello. I mean, Razor, you know what to do. You go on Amazon right now and order a Spyro Fusion cartridge. So when you get home, you can do a run. It's that simple. Insane. Actually, so here's another thing I thought about. What happens at the, like, for the Crash Fusion part? Does a similar glitch work? It didn't work on the Super Pack. And it would really surprise me if there would be something on the single pack, because the menu is structured a bit differently in the response times and everything. But I can't rule it out. I haven't tried on emulator either. But so I would be really surprised. Even if it would work, it wouldn't be useful, because the gem check in Crash Fusion is done in World 4 itself. There's no intermediate world. It's like, to even get to World 5, you have to have, like, or rather, to even to leave World 4, you have to have 20 gems. It's a problem. So this warp technique wouldn't work. And honestly, this glitch was bound to happen at some point anyways. Like, as soon as somebody would Taz ILs, this would happen. There's no doubt this would have happened anyway. Credits warp. Doubt it, but who knows. Yeah, so the fact that I found it's just a matter of time or luck. I was just the first one to try shit here, essentially. Hello. Oh, come on. Well, that's true. I'm not denying them. I'm just saying there was no, there was no creative effort in finding the glitch. Finding the skip, however, that's a different story. But I'll get to that when it happens. But finding the glitch itself that would happen eventually anyway. Also, I have to remember to split after every world. I'll probably forget it everywhere, but I'll try. Try at least. Oh, no, 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 no. Every time. Fucking barrier. The thing is, I also don't learn because I usually don't die. But it's so close always. Fuck. Yes, Eraser, thank you. So what's the config here? It's like 4 platforms and then the end comes up? Or is it 3? I thought it's 4. Should be 4. No, it's 3. Hey, what the fuck? Okay. Also, I'm trying to flame drop everywhere. It's probably even slower because of lag on console, but it's just funny. So who cares? Oh, come on. I wanted the blue one, obviously. Like, what is this accusation? Like, what do you think? If I would have beat Cortex record, I would have kept this a secret or what? You never told anybody about it. Ah, flame drop. You can actually see the amount of lag on console. It's insane. It's completely crazy. Ah, Crash, come on. Why are you memeing on my fucking life? What the fuck is this? No. Ah, whatever. What's the fastest route here? Or should be... I think the usual one. You haven't played all these levels. Like, World 1 is easy because I have to do it for Fusion Co-op, right? But... everything after this? I mean, I did some for the test attempts. Just to get to places where I can actually test. Hey, Shu. Maybe, yeah, that's one. So sure, the idea is... So I'm not sure how familiar you are with Spyro Fusion. In order to get to the last world, you have to beat all of the 20 previous minigames 3 times. As opposed to just, you know, 1 time to unlock the respective bosses. And we don't have to do that anymore. We can bypass this barrier, which checks this, you know, everything 3 times. Done. And a ratio 1 to 3, you know, is a rather large time improvement, I would say. We'll see how it works. It's actually fucking stupid, but I love it. Assuming you'll stick around for 20 more minutes. I already confirmed that the trick works on console. I found it on emulator when testing ILs. Or, well, I didn't find the skip at first. I just found the glitch and then made a skip out of that, essentially. Ah, you'll see. Actually, something that came to mind. Is it down? It should be down, right? Something like... Oh my... Okay. Came to mind that I suck. that years after finding barrier skip in Forgotten Sands Wii, where you know it was useless, I finally found something useful. Isn't that cool? Easy. Elevator skip is easy. Actually, I pressed start, but okay, again, it's weird. Hey, Toxic. Welcome to a new world record. Of course I didn't split. I never split. Actually, I'm physically unable to split. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Sure. Oh, maybe I should have practiced. But, like, I will world record anyway. Even if I fail this minigame 10 times, I will world record by 30 minutes. It's no point. I should be dead, that's true. Sorry if I'm missing something in chat. It's kind of hard to keep track of chat when playing this game. It's like, if you don't pay attention, you die, you lose 1.5 minutes. It's not optimal, really. Oh, come on. I will actually die. I will literally die to a stage 1 level, like first difficulty level of a stage. Biggest disgrace of my life, and should be here. Yeah. Yeah. You can single jump, they don't have double jump to get into the platform. Ah, come on. That was bad. Okay, wait a bit. Side guy. Oh, that's funny. This is actually insanely slow. What can you do? I mean, be faster, of course. Yeah. Would you look at this? Run without splits? I mean, maybe I should, yeah. Okay. Split after boss 2. Do it. Split, split, split. Don't forget it. Also 1, 4, 2, 3, 2. Would it actually? I mean, I guess it would. We'd have to route things out for a bit, but... Like, how would this work? What is this? Well, Pete, we don't have to do every minigame 3 times in order to complete the game anymore. Like, to get to World 5. Should be like... Yeah, 40... 40 minutes world record. Take Ghost Stable. Yeah, as I'm thinking about that, like, in principle you can unlock Gem Hop early, because you only have to collect all unique gems in World 5, right? Yeah, Pete, I mean, you have to. Guess you have to. And like, Eraser, wouldn't 4-player be the fastest? Like one Spyro, or well, 1 Crash and 3 Spyro players. Ah, whatever. How easy? It's completely free. It's ridiculously free. Thing is, it's kind of hard to explain. It's easiest if I just show off how it works also. That's nice. The idea is that it will abuse that you know, that not the story mode but the party mode where you can select mini games. That screen is essentially broken. Gem management doesn't matter. Because for every portal you have to pay like 30 to unlock it, and then after beating it you get 30. So that's no problem. I hope I'm getting this. Easy. Yeah, so here I pay 30 to unlock the level, but after beating it I get 30 back. After beating it the second time I get 60, then 90. Is it like that? Should be like that. And if it's not, then I don't care, because so in the test run there was no money issues whatsoever. No, it's not 90 to 30. Like is it 30 every time you beat it? Could be like that. I don't know. As I said, that there shouldn't be money issues. And if there's, then well, fuck my life. No, even if there is, you could easily do tech tag all the time and just get money. If you really needed it, which you don't. Oh, who didn't split again? Oh, is it me? I think it's me. Why do we even have splits anyways? I knew I wouldn't split. I almost died. Wow, didn't even realize. Yeah, skip the split. Cool. Nice drop. Let's go to the final. I mean, I should, honestly. So the glitch which enables everything will only happen after I completed Cortex. Because then I will get into then I'll be in the room. Are you serious, game? Then I will be in the room where the gem check is. And the basic idea will be that that room is already World 5. Like, game internally, that's World 5. That's like World 5, the first half. And what we know as World 5 is the second half of World 5. Within the game, that is. You'll see early enough what's going on. Well, Eraser, first you have to order Spyro Fusion in the single cartridge anyways. It's one important thing, it only works on the single cartridge. It does not work on the multi-cart. No, I didn't mesh enough. Sorry. But eraser, that's fair. Fair enough. Okay, that's cool. Disappointing, that's true. So, I think in conclusion one can say it all started with UKSG Autumn 2019, where I got that cursed 931 in lava field. And then I had to figure out why it has why the fuck you can save a frame and how it worked. Then this whole mess unfolded essentially. So without UKSG this run would not happen. Thanks to Paulister and crew. I mean, you say that, but you don't really. You secretly, just like me, you like this game. You would never say it publicly, you know, but you do like it. It's the same for me. I also would never admit it, but it's fun. It's stupid, but it's also fun. Well, I'm super excited for the skip as well. Assuming it will happen. Like, all of a sudden, just, there's cosmic ray, nothing works anymore. Shut down. We're both Spyro Fusion players, like Spyro Fusion runners. It's evident. To me, at least. Okay, World 4. Using this new warp tech, you could also think of shortening some paths, like doing some less walking, but I haven't really thought that out yet. Like, for example, with that glitch you can also skip Wall of Fire. And a bunch of walking. Like, it should be... It does cost a bit of time to set up the glitch and everything, but it should work. Rip talks and memes. Also, the precise, like, I confirmed that this works and you get to the credits and you can beat the game legitimately. What I haven't done yet, I've only done that in my mind, figure out the optimal route on where to activate the glitch, like where to do the warp precisely. We'll see what that means as soon as I do it. It should be fast to get into Limbo World 4, go back to World 3, and then to the shop, because the shop in World 3, in the second half, is really close to the portal. That's the theory at least. That's how it should work. I like how most of the things I'm currently saying about the skip probably doesn't make sense to anybody. Because I found it right before the stream. So they didn't have, you know, any chance of making a video, anything about it. Like, the Spyro Fusion people know how it works. From text, maybe? But they also haven't seen it yet. Unless they've done it themselves. Which I wouldn't know about. Ah, it's my favorite level. Oh, isn't this fun? Spoiler, it's not. Welcome to the most fun level. Did I split Nina? I don't think I did, actually. Fucking hell. After Cortex, I will have to split this. I have to. Like, right before I enter Cortex, somebody yell at me, split or something. This is actually frustrating. Stay on the side. Also, this is probably the most teasing and the most boring, you know, setup for a glitch. Or not setup, but, you know, waiting time for people to see a glitch being activated. And I am sorry for that. Even if I wanted, I don't have any completed Spyro Fusion save anyway. Oh, cool. That's nice. Canonically? I mean, it's a good question actually, no idea. Never thought about that. Okay. Like, if anything, that's hidden in the dialogue, but I don't really remember dialogue now. Last level before things happen. Okay, I activate the limbo in World 4. Then go to World 3, then to the shop and... Okay. Oh, you know already. Neat. Oh, the Nina fights. Yeah, so in Crash you do the first half, you lure her into the area. In Spyro you do the second half, you actually free the professor and everything. Like, that makes sense. It's a one-to-one correspondence in a sense. To me, at least. Split after Cortex. Split after Cortex. Split. Canon? It might be. It does make sense. Thinking about it, but I don't know. Oh, the fusion dub, right? Yeah, I know you did some other dub recently. Like, you told Mike about it. Like, you wrote him when I was sitting next to him at UKSG. So I read about it as well. But that's all I know. Oh, why is this so fun? Split. Split after this. Don't forget. Should be up here, right? Like. Okay, so. Okay, now we're in the limbo. Like you see, none of the levels are unlocked. Also, I can't fucking see. All of the gems are there, by the way, as well. Like the unique gems. If everything works correctly, we're in World 5. Hello. Oh, fuck. Wrong route. I have to do this one first. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? This is so cool. I can actually show you afterwards that the gate to check whether I completed everything 3 times is still locked if I go back later on. Can't really do that now, of course. But I could stop cheating, but why would I? Guys, I will explain once this run is over. It's a bit complicated, that's why it's hard to explain without showing off what happened. But it's insanely easy to do this. There's nothing to it whatsoever. Oh, come on, just go in there. Input viewer? I mean, sure. There's no need for an input viewer. It's not difficult at all. There's no harsh timing involved or so. You'll see. So what I did do, that I can say, what I did do is that I warped from 3.2, like from the shop in 3.2, to the shop in 5.2. Because as I explained, this is World 5.2 game internally. If I would do the warp in a shop in the first half, for example in 3.1, I would end up in World 5.1, which is the room where the game checks for the 3, like the completion thing, where the game checks if you're allowed to enter World 5. So the idea is it's a warp within the second half of an overworld. The thing is, without showing off what this weird limbo world is, it's kind of hard to, you know, say anything. You'll see. I'll take Grizz, by the way. Yeah, I really want to try to not die here. I'll really try to focus and finish this run. Honestly, this run was kind of bad. Like, I didn't fail anything big, it's just bad overworld movement and everything. Should be right here. Here's the platform. Yeah, see, money, no problem. Oh my god. But Skywalker's a problem. Okay. So money's no problem because you accumulate so much. that you're never running out. That's cool. Assuming you don't die everywhere. Of course, every time you die, you lose 10 gems. You shouldn't do that. From 2 to what to... so yes. It warps you to the world where you're currently in. From my knowledge. So, as you saw, I was in world 5-1. I was in the waiting room. So I warped to world 5-2 because that's the world the world I was currently in. That's why you can't warp to worlds which you have not been in yet. So it's not like, oh, I can warp already. I'm in world 2 or so, and I can get to world 5. Like, at least knowing how it works, I don't see a way of this ever being a thing. Oh my god. Fuck. No! Don't do that to me. Fuck. This would be the saddest thing ever. Like, calm down. There's nothing happening. Fuck. Calm down, the end is there. Should be up, right? Like you flip here and then it goes here. Time is coming up. Yes, it would be cool if the game would work. Though it seems unfeasible. And time. Woo! World record. That's it. Any percent is revolutionized right here.